Yes, this part two of the African Comic Fellowship. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now so that we can also grow together and keep informing each other. More visitors are coming and more guests will be coming on this channel. So feel free to watch all other content about the scholarships. I have covered most of the scholarships, so you can also watch other videos if you haven't applied for any scholarship so far. Thank you. Do you hear me now?
All good, all good.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
So after arriving in Germany, your expectations, like the life in Germany and everything, did you regret anything coming to Germany on this fellowship, or everything's just okay with you?
That's a good question, Dan. Uh, of course, after getting the application done, going through all the process, I was now excited because I used to watch about the travel blogs, different seasons that comes, they like more or less German weather, culture. Like I was actually very curious. I wanted to experience this, so I was coming at a time whereby the winter was just starting.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I entered the airport and the temperatures was about 8, and I was like, wow, so cold back then. So cold. Temperature of 8 was so cold to me because I was just coming from Nairobi, which had 25, 27. And then prior to that, I was in Kisumu, which was hitting 30. And now, when I arrived at the airport, inside the airport, all was good. But
Mm-hmm.
then when I just got out, I was like feeling crazy. Like it was so cold. But then immediately I reached the airport. We were received well, and we were told that in Germany there is no bad weather. Yeah, dressing is what is bad. So if you there's nothing like bad weather, so you just have to dress right. Yeah. So from the onset, we moved to our various residences, and everything was organized. It was so nice. From the word go, we started being we started learning about the German culture. We are going to very various museums and very historical sites just to get to just to get acquainted with what German offers. And then at the same time, we were going through intensive German course in
Mm-hmm.
tandem international management program. So all was good, all was moving smooth, and the experience so far, I can say like this is the best thing that has ever come into my life. People amazing, like we were very diverse across Africa. Everyone has their own stories, and people are willing to share. You could see, yeah, that willingness to share this information, to share their culture, just to enable us bond and to just make us comfortable.
And another question, like, what was your culture shock, like the biggest culture shock when you entered Europe?
The biggest culture shock was that I've never been to a place where everyone does the right thing. So everything is right. Everything is right. There's no mistake.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that was one of my biggest culture shock, and that's you have to and time management. Everything is run by time. When it's time to eat, it's time to eat. When it's time to move, it's time to move. And when you miss the first train, when you miss that bus, you're gonna get late to where you're going. So you just have to manage your time well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And there, there are so many, like, people know that the cost of maybe living in Germany is somehow expensive. Um, does this fellowship cover, like, are you comfortable living under it, or maybe you need also to work maybe for you to sustain yourself?
Yeah, that's a good question, Dan. The fellowship give you something to help you settle.
Mm-hmm.
For example, for the first 3 months, you're given €9, 900 euros,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, this is to help you to eat. Maybe if you want to go somewhere, it can help you. So, but uh, the fellowship program caters for your transport system within the city. They also cater for your accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, good accommodation for you. Yes, at time to time they take you for dinners, for lunch, just to make you feel loved, and then uh, after 3 months, of course, you go to the company phase where you're going to work,
Mm-hmm.
and that probably doubles the amount you're being paid doubles, and it can even be more depending on what the company offers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I could say. But at the same time, your accommodation is still being taken care of.
So you, the money
It's
they
a
give you,
it's a
you
good amount of money for you to survive here.
survive. Uh-huh. Mm.
Yeah.
Like they themselves pay for you like the accommodation. You don't pay from the scholarship, and also the money they give you is only for food, right?
Yeah, the money they give you is for food, more or
Mhm.
less your pocket money. So yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
And do you still have time, like to maybe to go and look for some jobs, or the schedule are so tight that you can't maybe work maybe even on weekends or maybe even during the weekdays?
Yeah, you should not be engaging in other activities when you're on this program. So you just have to focus and do
They,
what brought you here. So yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
They say so, or the visa limits you to work.
Mm, you, I don't know, but we shouldn't be engaging like the contract that we signed that we shouldn't be engaging working elsewhere. So
Mhm.
you just have to focus on what brought you here.
Because like I understand, like for example, if you are in Slovakia, they say that you should they give you scholarship and everything, and you can also work as a student like maybe 20 hours a week, but people work more. And it doesn't mean like what time you are going to work. You can work at night and maybe during the day go to school, or maybe you can work anytime you are free. You can work. But I'm just trying to understand if the schedule is so busy, or maybe you can't just work.
Mm, of course, when you're signing a contract, you sign a contract with a certain company, and
Mhm.
you pay taxes and something
Mhm.
of sort. So if you're gonna get another job where you're going to pay tax, for example,
Mhm.
that will like you will be bridging the argument.
Uh-huh.
At the same time, you're not student, we are working. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Understand.
yeah. So yeah.
And as maybe we try to wind up, no one is asking the questions, but I just want to ask you, what advice will you give to a young man, a young lady who is looking for opportunities abroad in Europe, in maybe America, or maybe in Australia? What kind of advice will you give to this kind of a person, you who is in Europe now?
Uh, I would say that coming to Europe is not the way we perceive it in Africa is not like that. It's things are not as easy as people think that things are here because, for example, someone can tell you that he's earning a certain amount of money and you say, wow, that's a great amount of money. But then when you look at the bills that this person pays, at the end of the day, it's just slightly ahead of you. So probably if you're looking forward to come to Europe, you have to redefine your goals, look keenly on what you want to achieve, and then you try to look opportunity which are in line with what you want to achieve, so that when you come to Germany, for example, you work so hard to to meet your goals because probably Europe gives you that opportunity. What you can't get in Africa, it gives you an opportunity to learn. It gives you an opportunity to network with great people. But then you're not coming to Europe to get rich. So if you want to come to Europe to get rich, it's not a place for you. If you want to come to Europe to be happy, it's not a place for you. If you want to come to Europe to learn and they get the best version of you, of your dream, then it's good. So just redefine your goal, look at what you want, and then decide on where you're going. Yeah.
But okay, I understand like the okay, in Europe, we can say like there could be good life based on maybe their facilities, but we all know that many people like leaving maybe Kenya to go to other countries, like they go to look for opportunities, and these opportunities like in terms of finances, and if you say that if you are coming to Europe to maybe to get rich or maybe to look for or maybe to be happy, oh happiness, and maybe it is maybe it could be subjective, but in terms of money, everyone who is in Kenya and wants to go to Europe, they know like they are going to make money. So I don't know in which how Germany is. Maybe because
It depends. It depends on how much you define to be a good money.
mm-hmm.
But then what I know about Europe, if you want a balance of life or a quality of life, a balance between your social your social life and your work life, it's really defined well. Not unless you want to work overtime, because here in Europe, when you're a professional, you will be given maybe 30 days of working holiday, paid holiday. That one you don't get in probably most African countries. At the same time, the work hours is 40 hours. In Kenya, for example, in Kenya, it goes up to 48. And even on Sunday, people work. And even when you're sleeping home, your boss still calls you. So you see, there's that work and life balance.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's why they call it quality of life. You get quality of life here. So there's that balance. But unless you want to work mm, day and night, which you can also, maybe if you like, you can also work. So, but the good thing with this place is that it gives you an opportunity. It rewards you when you work so hard. So
Sure.
when you come with the mentality of working hard and changing your life, you get what you want. You get what you deserve. So that's good.
Someone is
Yeah.
asking me like, in which profession are you?
I am in agriculture. I'm in agriculture. I'm in agriculture. I've been working in smart agriculture for the last 6 years, just like I said before.
Mm-hmm. I think he joined late. And how is the social life living in Germany? Like, have you tried to find friends or you are just an alone ranger there?
Social life is not like in Africa. There are two opposite things. Okay, there are
Mm-hmm.
two opposite extremes. Like, for example, in Kenya, you can just bump into Dan in the streets and you vibe and everything goes well and you party, or do your shit. But here, before you get a friend, it takes time. Getting a friend takes time. It's something that you build slowly but surely. You build that relationship, and that's something that takes time. Yeah.
Sure, this one I do
Yes.
understand.
So yeah. So it tend to limit your circle, but you can work towards expanding your circle. But
Mm-hmm. What maybe I might run out of question, but what else maybe if you have anything that you have reserved for maybe concerning this fellowship or maybe something that you can say that can help someone, it would be good just for you to address it.
do a complete application. Make sure that you don't do shortcuts. Don't lie about you, because it will get known during the interview. Do a quality. Be you. Be yourself. Be yourself. Maybe what you are hiding is what maybe is gonna impress these people to hire you. Maybe if you're not being you, you're being other person, trying to imitate other person, it's going to irritate these people. So just have to be you, be authentic. and make sure that you do the best of the best, because it's a very competitive program.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a very
That's
competitive
all.
program. Yeah, so for more
Sure.
information, you can just go to the Africa Kommt website. There are a lot of information in there. At the end of the program, we get the opportunity to go and meet the president in Berlin, and we have a dinner. And yeah, it's a great opportunity also to network and to build your circle, both in Germany and in Africa. Yeah. So you can follow it in LinkedIn. You can follow just to know what happens during these uh, periods. And yeah, there are a lot of information, so you can just go online. I can't. The time won't allow me to say them all, but all are online.
Mhm, that's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe as we wind up, like if someone wants to follow up on you, maybe on your social media handles, if you have Facebook or maybe TikTok,
Uh
they can. Where can they
sure.
reach you?
That's a good one. That's a good one, Dan. You follow me to LinkedIn. I'm soon hitting 10,000 connections. So help me achieve that. Follow me to LinkedIn if you're interested in making our continent food secure. Uh, I will be your buddy, and we just want us to make Africa great.
Like,
So
what's your handle? Like, what's the name?
Peter Nyateng, Peter Nyateng.
No, uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
Peter,
okay. So
Peter,
if
Peter Nyateng. I think
you,
I'm the only Peter Nyateng in LinkedIn. So you will see me there, and then at my back you will see a smart farm.
okay,
Yeah, so yeah, you can reach to me. We can talk. We can share. I always like sharing information. As long as I'm free, I'll respond back. Don't.
okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
you can always. What is the name? Peter Nyateng. Of the fellowship name is the Africa Kommt. Africa with K. Africa with K. Then Kommt. Kommt. Then you can write for them in the live
I,
chat button.
yeah, I also put in the video description maybe the link
Yeah,
for
if you have
someone
any
to apply.
questions, just feel free to connect, and we'll make your journey great.
I think that's the
So,
name.
yeah, Africa Kommt. Good guys. Maybe if you have any question before I leave, you can just write on the chat button so that we finalize.
So we are waiting for any question. If you have, as I write just his name. If you are here, you can also connect with him on.
And then feel free to invite me to Denmark, to Sweden. I'll be coming soon. Eh?
I told you to
You,
come, but you were
you
just
cook
here
for
in
me.
Denmark and you didn't come.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's the
Not Nyatieng, one.
name.
Nyateng. Nyateng. Remove the word I-A-I-E.
There's someone
Nyateng.
asking like,
T-E-N-G. So yeah, I'll come and you cook for me some ugali, and I really miss ugali.
okay, I think I got it. There's someone asking like about like this program is only
PhD
for math.
programs, Germany, most of the government schools are free. You can just look at them, you can apply, you can apply directly, you come and learn, and then or you can apply via scholarship, and you come and learn, and you get some stipend. So
No, I think what he meant is like the minimum requirement. Only a degree or someone with a master's and want to do something.
you have a PhD student here. You have a
Uh-huh.
PhD, a fellow.
Oh.
So yeah, well, they say that the minimum is degree, but master's is added advantage. So if you have a PhD, it's a plus.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah.
Mm, what? Okay, I think I don't know if in Germany you have the. I found the like the original unga ya ugali. So if you want, you can cross over and tell me.
And Germany is right now uh, loosening the travel restrictions. So if you guys are in IT, you can apply. IT people are really in demand right now in Germany, so you can always try. Or if you're in IT, you can consider. Or if you want to travel, you can just apply the job, apply for school, and then you come to Germany. It will give you good opportunities for you to rise. So probably where you're coming from right now, there are a lot of complications, and maybe you want just a peaceful environment where you can strive and learn a lot. So that yeah, so Germany can give you a good opportunity. So you can consider look for the opportunities around and come not only Africa Kommt but other opportunity as well. So do not
Sure.
just be tied to one.
Good. Okay, it's really good like for Kenyans like to share information because I believe, for example, not many people know about this African com. Like maybe they hear it for the first time, and personally, I believe that if someone has the right information and is really ambitious, really wants to know what he wants, like and has the right channels to follow 1, 2, 3, he can be able to get an opportunity. Because in Kenya, we believe in most cases that maybe we need a tall person somewhere for us to get connections, but not all of us are lucky to get these like connections. So by doing this, we just try to give out information. Like for example, I shared my story. Peter has shared his story, how he came to Germany and everything. So we are just like this people who are willing to give out, and also you can also apply. If you apply and you have everything in correct, I believe you will get it one day. So don't give up because like you need someone to connect you or what. But if you have papers and you have to do the right thing, then definitely you get yourself
Yeah.
somewhere.
So for job opening, you can look for job website that can give you a job in Germany. Because yeah, of course, there's always jobs, so you can always just check for those websites. You do the search for yourself, and
One is
yeah,
asking that can you bring your family when you get this fellowship?
no.
Mhm.
But after coming, you can invite them to come. You can invite your wife to come, and yeah, but you take care of them.
Mhm.
I don't have the link. You go online and search. There are a lot of jobs that are advertised on a daily basis, and you try your luck. I think
Like
that one job. I think that
yes,
one Dan can have found because he has a friend who was applied for the job when
like
he was in Kenya, for example, and he got that opportunity. So
like Naman, what I can tell you is like if you have LinkedIn and you want to apply, for example, a job in Germany, you can filter your LinkedIn to just to capture like your area of specialty. For example, if you are in IT, then you say you want jobs in IT, and you also check the language if you only want jobs in English, and you check the international companies that are offering those jobs. So if there is any opening, of course, LinkedIn will highlight it there and you'll apply. So it's
yeah,
good that way because all of these jobs are advertised on these like websites, more so LinkedIn because it's an international. So that's
yeah.
the only like best thing he can tell you for this moment.
But
Then
yeah,
your
for now,
CV
for
should be
now,
okay.
yeah. But for you to become to come to Germany, you have to first change your mindset, avoid shortcuts, and focus on what you want to achieve. For example, if you rely on Dan to be always giving you all the information that you need, you are not on the right track. Get 10% from Dan, do 90% for yourself. That means that you really want it. And then you can always now ask questions based on what now you're applying, because we also know that they are scammers.
Sure.
So you just have to show that willingness to apply for these things. Dan will give you the links. I will give you the links, but that one cannot be enough. I may not explain these links that I'm telling you, for example. Maybe I can just encounter them and share them. But then you have to
Okay.
find information, know the authentic ones, know the ones which are lying. So yeah, you have to do that. That shows that you're serious.
Sure.
But I
Whatever you say
believe
is
what I always believe that if you really want this thing and you pray for it and you work so hard, it will be rewarded. It will. So just put yourself together, look for this opportunity, apply as many as possible. But what you have to know in your mind is that your application must always be the best because you're competing against the best.
Sure, sure, sure.
The best does not mean that you're the top of the class. You have to know that. The best does not mean that you have the best English in this world. The best means you're being organized and your applications meets the minimum requirement. Minimal requirement.
Sure.
Yeah. And then you go there and you defend yourself.
That's real good because
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the entire process. Like you have to apply and then interviews, selection. After application, how long does it take for you to be shortlisted?
April, May, it's more or less 2.5 months.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, 2.5 months, 2.5 months. So by mid June, you will have the feedback.
Okay. It's okay, Marvin. Okay, Peter, thank you so much for sharing.
Okay. Okay,
It's really
appreciate
good.
your time and I'm looking forward to meeting you on another live cam
Sure,
and to share more with these people and just to enlighten them so that they get the best version of them.
sure, sure, sure.
Yeah, we have to spread the news because our people also have to know that there are these opportunities. We get a lot of people from Asia, we get a lot of people from the West Africa coming over here, but the people from the East are very few. That means that they don't have the information.
Sure.
But then I applaud you for the good job that you're doing, telling these people the right thing, and I really love that. I think I'll give you some medals if I have.
No, like
Yeah.
I will be very happy if someone will actually will get a scholarship to come
Yeah.
to Europe through this
Yeah,
interaction.
I'm really also looking forward to helping one or two or three come here. If you dedicate yourself, you stop complaining, you do the best application, you're gonna get it. Mark my
Sure,
words.
sure, sure. So, guys, we are going to leave the links in the
Yeah.
video description. You can watch it later, and it's just an encouragement that you can also make it to come to Europe and study and experience life, and just see how things they are. Like Peter is telling you things from his experience. I'm telling you things how things are. So
And
it's not for special people.
and
Like
tell
anyone
them
can
that
do it.
you are not number one in class. I was never number one in class. We are average students. We are average citizens. So do not think anything other like I'm not good enough. You're good enough. As long as you breathe, that's like Naman have said, you qualify.
Sure, sure, you qualify.
Yeah, you qualify. So you have to. Yeah.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Sawa,
So
mimi
guys,
nimeshukuru,
good night.
nimeshukuru
Have an
sana.
amazing